What is going on, guys? Welcome to the live stream. That was a total accident. I meant to have that come in a little bit later, but I've added some some small things to the stream, guys. So welcome. I am going to turn down my music really quick because it's actually really loud, or at least for me. But first off, we have a couple people in the chat who are our regulars, so welcome. We have Travel Adventure. We have, who do we have on Behance? I have no idea because you guys haven't said what's up. But let me know. Travel Adventure says, thank you so much I really dig the conversations that we have on this stream. But real quick, so today what we are going to actually get into is redesigning my site because I need a new one. Obviously I've been using, or not obviously, we'll take a look at what we're getting into today. But I have a couple new things that I need my website for. I need it to showcase that I'm a content creator, how much data, or excuse me, how much traffic I run with my online presence, all that good stuff, as well as showcase my portfolio and all that good stuff. So if you always have that question about, how do you build a portfolio? What needs to be in it? All that good stuff, we're going to be answering that in today's video. So with that said, where are you guys coming in from in the chat? We have Candia, we have Travel Adventure. Thank you guys so much for joining. I've got a short question. Do you know Webflow? 100%. Man, for as many times as you have joined my live stream, we talk about Webflow almost every time. I absolutely love it. And a good friend of mine, Rand Segal, is like the master of it. So highly recommend you guys take a peek at it. All right, so I am going to just make sure everything is okay on my side. All right, we're gonna just start moving into everything. So what we have for today, like I mentioned, ladies and gents, I'm actually going to grab my website really quick. This is my website, by the way. It's a little outdated. I help designers gain the attention they deserve online, which is technically true, but we do stuff a little bit different nowadays. We're a content creator and distribution company, as well as me being the owner of that. So we got some things to switch up today. I also want to make sure that the music is playing for you guys. So let me know. Voice is A-okay. Music is A-okay. Let me know in the chat. Still working on refining all that for you guys. So I hope as we continue every Friday, we come together, it gets better. So, all right, so this is my website. It has a little bit about, who I am, a designer, digital strategist for Fortune 500s. This is when I was working as an employee. Things have changed. The goals of the website are a little bit different. This was purely just to show people my work and get people to understand I have a larger presence online, which the last time I really touched my website is when I had 83,000 followers on Instagram, which has been a long time. And the podcast, even though it still has stuff up, it's taken a back burner until further notice. So with that said, let me know how your day is going in the chat, how you guys are feeling. Candia says, hey back at you. I love it. But let's get started. All right. I'm actually going to, I'm not sure if you guys know how to do this, but some of my friends taught me how to do this. I'm gonna just take a big old screenshot of my entire site so that I can bring this into, didn't work there. So we will just do it step by step. All right, and if you guys notice, it needs a revamp because this is a more recent design. This is actually my animation course if you guys are interested. But totally different, way more on brand for where I am right now. And we're going to kind of make a shift here. This is what we want to do. Have our brand move into this. This is what we got. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get cracking. All right. So I already have a couple artboards here in terms of what I did already for that other design. And really, there's not like a super set thing that we're gonna be getting in today. There's some weird images in here which we can forego. But I'm just gonna try to take the style of this project and kind of translate it into a new homepage. So that's what we're gonna be focusing on today, is doing the homepage. You know what I'm saying? Can we get a, you know what I'm saying? Let's, yes. Yes. We're going to be doing this. Hey, what's going on, Dave? How's it going? All right, let's see. What do we got? What do we have? We're going to just do niches. It fills me up. You know, a bottle of this and some water, basically filling up with water. And drinking that again is pretty good. But we're not here to talk about food. We're here to talk about design. So let's get back into this. All right. So designing the homepage. Let's start grabbing some stuff. I look so pretentious in this. I like these earrings, but you know, I like the dangling ones too. All right, let's start. I'm just literally gonna steal this entire. I really like this. And by the way, Travel Adventure, my site is built in Webflow. If that kind of if that answers, if I know Webflow, I love Webflow. Combined with Adobe XD is amazing. Help designers gain attention they deserve online. All right, what do I do now? You know what? I'm just gonna. We'll focus on the words later. I kind of want to just design everything right now. Content. What do I do? Content creator. Content creation and distribution. And we'll figure out what exactly this tagline is just a little bit later. We don't need to do that right now. So I'm just gonna go to my plugins real quick and fill this up with some lorem ipsum. All right. Whoa, hold up. I totally. All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave one S so it knows what's going on. Quick lorem ipsum. I want it to fill all this space. So there we go. We'll leave it like that. And we'll just pull this stuff up. Kind of center it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Help designers gain. All right. I don't think we have that. And I don't think we need, whatchamacallit. We don't need a video. I've been really trying to figure out whether I need an email. Because there's a lot of, you know, let's actually go do that. Let's even do that before. Because I have my site, but I kind of got to do some, inspiration, deep diving before we get into that. So I'm actually going to go to Melinda Livesey. I totally just murdered her name. Here we go. She starts off with a first name email list. I really like the way that she does her site because she really focuses on the, oh, look at Design Huddle. She really focuses on, you know, capturing these email lists, and, you know, a lot of people learn from her. So I'm going to keep that up. I really like Jesse Showalter's site. Showalter. There we go. He's got a nice site as well. And Seek, full stack designer and content creator. Love it. And who else? Who has a really nice, what's it called? Oh man. My Behance live stream ended? That kind of sucks. What happened there? That means like half the people who've been watching are like, where's your stuff? Oh boy, that's not good at all. Alright. Something's been really strange with Behance recently. Let's see. Get started. I literally ran tests on this before I started streaming. And that's not good. Oh, that's not going to be a good video. But as we live stream, we learn. But YouTube is totally fine. The only thing is I've been really pushing Behance, which kind of, you know, starting over like that kind of stinks. Let's see. Checking the live stream real quick. Also, make sure that. Hey, what's going on, New York? Yeah, I don't know what happened to the Behance thing. It literally just went down, and I have no idea why. I'm literally trying to fix it. Behance has been a little shaky today. I have no idea why. So thanks for you guys' patience as I fix this. I literally did a test stream prior to this, and Behance was a little funky. I have no idea why. So let's do this really quick. All right. Hopefully that should be good. The people in the live stream, Behance, thank you so much for your guys' patience. For some reason, Behance decided to be like, shut it down. But here we go. All right, so everything should be good there. Boom, boom, boom. We are. And thank you for your guys' patience again. I literally have to like reset up everything on Behance. Won't take too much longer. But guys who are popping back in on Behance, what is happening is we are about to go in on redesigning my website. So that's what we're about to be doing today. Thank you guys so much for your patience and dealing with my technical difficulties today. All right, so it looks like everything should be good to go. Hey, what's going on, Julian? For everybody who doesn't know Tay Clark in the chat, that's actually my brother and semi-moderator. But for those of you guys who are coming in, we are going to redesign my portfolio today. And right now, we're kind of just, we're getting some design inspiration for this. So that's where we are so far. So Behance looks like it's back up. We're good to go. And, all right, let's get back into doing our, doing our design. And while my headphones just die on me. Technology is just not a happy camper today, guys. Not at all. But maybe this is just called being prepared. But I don't need any music. Let's see. Hopefully the music is still going for you guys. It looks like it is. Alright, so that should be good. And one more thing. Alright, that looks like it. Everybody, thumbs up in the chat if everything's good. You can hear me clearly. You can hear the music. Let me know. All right, and then I'll get back into my design. It actually feels better not having those things in my ears, to be honest with you. All right, let's see. So, what do we get? I would like to. There's this really cool, and I'm gonna wait for you guys in the chat to let me know if everything's fine. I assume since everybody is still here, it's fine. Yeah, because things are really not rolling too good in terms of internet right now. Behance already went down for some odd reason, and now my headphones are dead. But we're all right. All right, so we're gonna actually look at UI design pattern. So this is a good friend of mine, Dave. Actually, it's not him. It is him. But there's another guy, We love web design. These guys. So let me actually. They have an amazing website. Let's go to their profile really quick. Actually, put them in the search bar here. Excuse me. Alright. And they're in my life because we actually did in the past a tutorial on these. Here we go. Dennis has a really dope site, and he really, because he meshes together his design stuff and this Instagram, and also what I might do is see if he shows his website. Yes. So I really like how they do their website. Share your work with 1.8 million creatives. I'm kind of shifting in the same route where Yes, I'm a personal brand, but I also need to be able to show my portfolio. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing here. And I think this is a great way to do it. Although we're not sharing work, we're creating content. And I mean, semi-distribution. So let's do some thinking. Got some thinking to do. All right. I'm just going to peer down here real quick. Experience of creatives. All right, and these are just their packages. All right. So far, I mean, my stuff is pretty similar to Jesse's when it comes to starting like this, and I think that's the simplest. Have a quick photo of myself. I think that's how we want to start it off, and then getting into my numbers and all that. Let's just start off. I'm just gonna go back and forth real quick. Content. Alright, let's see. Oh, you hear me twice? Oh, dude, that's not good. Yeah, see, this is the problem. Let me see. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Alright, let's try this. Let us try doing this. Have that, and then we want this should be good. All right, let's see. Headphones. The technical difficulties today, ladies and gentlemen, are difficult. All right, there we go. I hear my music. And now I don't have. Let's see. Okay, that should be fine. Hopefully. Jeez, Ness. That should be good. Let me know, Dave, if that works. If it doesn't, let me know. Candia, let me know if the audio messes up or anything. That should be totally fine. Yeah, guys, the internet today, when you live by the forest, even with Ethernet, is no joke. All right, create content. Nope. You guys can't hear me. Oh, this is so frustrating, guys. Okay, let's take a pause. Today just might not be the day, guys. Okay, turn off the music. I have 2 instances of my stream open. But let's do this. I'm just gonna turn this off. Okay, so that should be the microphone. Desktop audio, the default. Okay. All right, with everybody who is super patient, I thank you. Let me know how that is. Yeah, but we don't want double the voice. Is that working now? Yay, nay, no. Okay, that's what I thought. I was trying to, you know, up my game and use voice meter, but we just got to keep it simple. All right, I'm gonna turn the music back on. You guys should be able to hear that. Actually not, which kind of sucks. Let's see, I'm gonna go back in one more time. Let's see. Yeah, at that point, I really have no idea why you guys can't hear the music, but okay, we're just gonna get, you know, I'm just gonna listen to music today. We're just gonna roll. We're just gonna roll, guys, because that's what we're here for. Okay. Join, is the music, can you guys not hear the music? Because that's another thing I gotta figure out. That's pain in my tail. All right, so here, we're gonna turn this down. Okay. All right, back to our regular. Wow, now this, I'm glad you guys can't hear the music because it is going haywire right now. All right, let's see. Yeah, the music, I'm not gonna even bother with that right now, to be honest, because it would be very difficult. I don't even know how to put it back on, to be honest. Settings. Let's see. Audio. Oh, I disabled it. Lol. Okay. That's why I don't even have my glasses. I thought I hit default. You guys should be able to hear the music now. let me put my glasses back on. Okay. That should be much better. Yeah, but something with the music, like the music keeps cutting out, and I don't know. I think it's like it's either my headphones, but hopefully you guys don't hear that portion of it. All right. Okay. Now that basically the entire audience left because of my technical difficulties, like I swear, no matter how much I like prep before, it's always so messy. You know, towards the, you know, creating this stuff, or at least setting up the live. It's a hot mess, but I think it's just like I haven't perfected the fundamentals in terms of like setting everything up, because each time I live stream I add like new complexity to it, like my stream deck and voice, you know, the voice over stuff. So let's see. 10 free design resources. Yeah, because my music is just not having it right now. All right. Kind of want to fix this. I create design content for designers and brands. Do you guys hear the music skipping or no? that's not, I'm just turning this off. I can't. Yeah, that was horrible. Okay. At least I can focus, because in my ear was like, doo, 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 doo. I was like, no, we're really not doing that. But if you guys enjoyed it, I can just mute it on my side and you guys can listen to it, which I think I might do. Okay. But just let me know, and I'll go ahead and do that. All right. Let's go back. Okay, cool. All right, things I do on the internet. Let's see, how should I do this portion? Okay, so I'm gonna turn the music back on, and I'm just gonna take my headphones off because I don't wanna listen to that. I think it's just broken headphones. All right, so next bit, what do I got? I would like to actually have, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take copy image. I'm gonna just bring these into Photoshop real quick. Just bring these in, copy, and you guys will see what I'm about to do, but I also, there's probably a smarter way to do this because I actually already have them cut out. I'm gonna go to desktop, Brandon Groce, here we go. I mean, I have some of them, and I wonder where the other ones are. You would think, projects, Brandon Groce, BrandonGroce.me, logo, Brandon Groce White, Teachable, brand I work with. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna just take these, bring them in. All right, there we go. So I'm actually gonna delete these. Cool. And now I'm gonna bring these here. And I can just go into Photoshop and obviously change the color of the brand, of the logos. But I also think that, because it's also really important when someone comes to your site and this is immediately the first thing that they see, they need to see like who you've worked with or your value. So let's see what we can do. And also, this is like, guys, this is how I've been feeling. Literally, as I've been working, I've just been like, yo, I can't, like everything is on fire. I just, no, it's hard out here. So, thank you guys for your patience on it, on literally everything. All right, so I'm gonna just open these things into Photoshop real quick so I can edit them. And I'm gonna just make them white and then turn the opacity all the way up. All right, white, control, save, open up this in Photoshop, right click, and then Photoshop, same thing, save, edit in Photoshop, save, and last one, edit in Photoshop. There we go. So anyway, as I'm doing this, what are your guys' plans for the weekend? I know we are on a Friday. It's literally towards the end of the day. How's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing? What do you got going on? I know, Dave, last week you were working, if you're still here, if you're still here, I know you're working on projects. You were just chilling. You know, what's happening? Let me know in the chat. Hey, what's going on, Raph? How you feeling? Thanks for joining. I feel like maybe there should be another section. I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna take this border off. I feel like if I even do another section, let's see. let's look at my inspiration stuff real quick. This is also why it was really nice to have this really small, because everything kind of fit. I'm gonna try to see if I can do the same here, just so like everything has some more breathing room. Oops. Duplicate this, make this white. Brands. Come on, XD. Wow, okay. Let's open that back up. Guys, I'm telling you, it's technical difficulty day. I don't know what's happening. All right, there we go. We're just gonna bring everything back where we wanted it. Here, here, here. Duplicate this. Hey, Amir, what's going on? Hey, what's going on, Taylin? How you feeling, man? It's good to see you. All right. Brands. What did I say here? Trusted by? I think, yeah, we can just do that. Oh my God, it's gonna close again. What's happening? The world is fighting me today, guys. I don't know what it is. Hey, Amir. Hope you're doing good, man. Thanks for joining, dude. All right, we're gonna try this one more time. I think the design might be just too hot, and the world is trying to stop it. We've literally had Behance go down. We've had XD close down. We've had my earbuds die. Okay, last time. There we go. We're gonna make this white. We're not gonna touch that small thing because I feel like whatever that was made the XD go funky. I'm just gonna lowercase this stuff. Okay. Try to make everything remotely the same size, which is odd. Let's see how I did it here. Yeah. And Adobe always goes first, you know what I'm saying? Mad respect. Here, Hilton. What else? I mean, I could put everything under the sun there, to be honest. But we'll leave that for later. Let's see. Create. I really gotta change this photo because I look so mad. We really had to do that. Oh, tired. I'm trying to catch up on my due date. What's your due date? Is this for a project that you're working on? And Amir is asking, I really love to learn more about Adobe After Effects and that crazy things that you do with it. Yeah, man. And I'll later today, I'll talk a little bit about, some people ask, you know, how I get certain things done in with the templates that I use. Cause a lot of the stuff that I use comes from templates, man. I'm a huge believer in using, you know, what's already out there and just solving the problem first. All right, let's see. Let's see what, I kind of want to start doing this stuff because what's really important is not just the content that I've done, but how large, let's see, my platform is. And also, I'm going to be taking inspiration from, big inspiration for this is, I'm gonna open it up. Brand. Actually, go here. Ta-na-na. Projects, Brandon, partnerships. Okay. So a large inspiration bit is my media kit. So this, if you guys are not entirely sure what a media kit is basically what I do to, what I use to work with brands. This has all my monthly analytics, my demographics, and other case studies that I've done with individuals. So this is basically like my portfolio of how I work with other brands and create content with them. And this is kind of how we have to make our website so that I don't have to keep just sending people a PDF. So let's see. About me. Let's see. Bring this up. About me. Who is Brandon Groce? All right, I'm gonna take this. Make this black. I'm actually just gonna start saving these colors too, just so I don't have to keep going back and forth and eye dropping and stuff. All right. I'm gonna pull this down here. I'm gonna change that color to dark. And I'm kind of just copying. This is just gonna set me up for the foundation of my site, because I kind of have already a little bit of a feel of what I need to say on the site. It's just a matter of how it all fits together. And I actually need to use, it would actually be better if I use the sizing that I used on my course page. Actually be better. So I'm gonna come in here and steal some stuff. And I actually wonder if this was the correct sizing that I used. Let's check. So I'm actually just gonna go back here, gonna go to my site. And Amir is asking, how many years of UI, UX experience do I have? I have around 9 years, at least the last time I stopped counting. Let's see. I'm gonna unbold that real quick. All right, I'm gonna go back to this. I'm gonna ungroup or uncomponent that. Is Brandon. There we go. Pull that in, pull this down. And now, I don't really want to use the same photo again. So I'm going to do what we did down here, which is like client list and featured in. I actually think that might be better so we can space some of this stuff out, to be honest. So the header can be very specific. Yeah, but it's, to me, it's like super important. And I would also love you guys in the chat if, you have some thoughts on, having some of this stuff up top here, because I do know as soon as somebody opens up a site, it's very important to immediately communicate your value, who you've worked with, and really what it is that you do. So I'd rather that happen up top here than bringing it down here. So we'll see. It might be a little bit repetitive, but we'll try. We'll see what happens. So I'm just gonna make sure that this is dark. Do the same thing here. I really wonder what happens if it's just gonna make blocks. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this color, gonna copy it, and I'm just gonna turn that off again. I'm just gonna fill it with white. and I am going to open these up in Photoshop. And with the color that I have copied and pasted, I'm just going to fill them in, save. There you go. Whoops. Make sure that's the right color it is. Save. One more time. It looks like black. Okay, but it's not. All right, save. And last one. Edit in Photoshop. Interestingly, this one isn't letting me edit in Photoshop, so I'm gonna drag it one more time. Edit in Photoshop, here we go. Boom, save. All right, now I'm just gonna close all these. Now that I've saved them, really, I don't need those open any longer. And, oh, there's one more. Edit in Photoshop. I thought we did this one, to be honest with you. Oh, I probably just didn't save it. All right, there we go. Brands I've worked with. I'm gonna duplicate this again, but I'm actually going to change out, let's see, featured in. And you know what we might do is we might leave this here and we might just do featured in. I think that's what we might actually do. So I'm going to open recent. Let me just do the open thing real quick. Live streaming assets, design, no. All right, I'm gonna open up my Adobe Cloud thingy, my work. Let's see, Cloud documents. All right, all my files. Let me go and find. This should be it. Nope, that was an older version. Let's see. It literally should just be like a straight line. It's been a while, guys. Here we go. New Yorker very own is asking, do you like working with UX team or do you prefer to be independent? That's a good question. I mean, it's always best to work with a team because you get to do a lot more, a little bit faster. I personally work with my own team, not as, UX currently, but I have my own team when it comes to content creation. I have a social media manager, I have me, I have my video editor, and I have a writer. So, I mean, that's it's always easier to do more when you have more of a team. And Amir's asking, why don't you use SVGs? Because, my man, it takes time to get an SVG. I already have these assets, might as well just copy them and go, you know what I mean? So I'm going to do this really quick. Just gonna select all these logos. And there's also like a difference between working quick and doing it right. Right now, these assets are at a good enough fidelity to where I can get away with putting them on my site. So I'm just gonna put these on my homepage real quick. Oh Lord, I think I literally just put all of them on my homepage. I meant to make a folder. All right, let's see. Open this up, go to my desktop, and all these babies are here. So I'm gonna just select all these really quick. I'm gonna cut and make a folder. Rename portfolio logos. As you guys can see, my tidy game is not up to par. All right, so I'm gonna open all these again in. Actually, I'm just gonna pull all these out here. Cool. Delete these. Pull these in, and I'm just gonna do a 4x4. There we go. NBC. All right, make sure these things are aligned. And I'm going to bring this row down here. I'm gonna make sure these are aligned as well. Awesome. And I mean, I feel like I could make these a little bit bigger. I'm gonna see what happens when it looks like if that looks weird. We don't want that. Let's see, make these just a little bit bigger. Featured in, space these out just a little bit more. See what happens if I pull this out just a tad. Yeah, that stuff might just be a little too big. Let's take a look real quick. Yeah, that's a little too fat. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna downsize that just a bit. We're gonna do all of this. Bring this in. I think this is keeping within that box is good. There we go. Cool. Give some breathing room there. Some breathing room there too. Do you suggest me reading the chat? Do you suggest to work on a project or a design? Do you suggest me to work on a whole project or design features? Man, it's not one size fits all. It's what you want to be doing, right? Like what makes you the most excited when it comes to you working. You know, are the features that you're going to be building, are they going to be cool? If so, you know, build those things. If it's going to suck and you're not going to enjoy it, don't do them. It's all about like, what would you be excited about working on if given the opportunity, and try to find opportunities like that. Let's see, let me go back here. Let's see, 125. All right, who is Brandon Groce? We're gonna zoom out of this real quick. All right, now we can start talking about like the analytics and all that stuff. And right now, a lot has changed because I'm no longer just me on these social platforms. I actually have over 1 million in terms of our distribution network. So this has to change a little bit. So we're gonna hop into this next section. I'm just gonna copy this over just because I'm gonna bring this over here this time, and we'll start to fill in these spaces over here. There, I do want to work with you know, some images as well. So, but we'll figure out what exactly we're gonna do, because I don't want to keep using this image of like what's happening. So I might use something like that. I do have other odd that totally emphasizes my personality. So I might just actually do that just for the time being, because this is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I'll just copy and paste that real quick. Bring this up here just for filler right now. I'm gonna flip it. This is so weird. Okay. And what I'm also going to do is this. So I'm gonna take this black background and I'm gonna pull it down here. And I'm going to push that to the back. I'm not entirely sure we need like this circle, to be honest. I'm gonna pull that out. Have this weird brand in here. This will be changed, guys, but yeah, it will definitely get somebody's attention. I want to kind of grab some of these circle bits here. Muhammad is asking, do you ever code? I don't. Webflow, guys. Don't need to code for that. That's the thing. Like, let's real talk real quick. When it comes to needing to know how to code, it's just so much easier nowadays to not need to know that. If you're a good designer, you're good in terms of like static design, all you need to be able to do is take what you already designed and bring it into something like Webflow or Squarespace, but most likely WordPress or excuse me, not WordPress, Webflow, if you already have like some understanding of HTML and CSS. You don't need to have to write it manually, but the way that it's set up, and if you guys were here last Friday, we kind of took a peek at it, and it's a great addition to the workflow of any designer. Build what you need in Adobe XD and then just bring it on over into Webflow to actually build it out. So that's what I recommend. All right, let's see. I don't really like having a white background, to be honest. Let's see. What should our next section be? This is supposed to be monthly analytics and all that stuff. Let's see. These stars bother me. I'm just gonna take that out real quick. Okay. What I do want to pull instead is this for the time being. Kind of want to pull that, so I'm just gonna export as a PNG really quick and put this in my portfolio's logos, even though it really doesn't make any sense right now. But it will make sense because I'm using it. All right, let's see. Boom, bam. Right now. Yeah, this is it's too upsetting. I need like a more like I feel like this would fit more. It's so weird. Okay. Let's do this now. I'm gonna turn all this stuff white. And we are going to do, just going back to this. And this should also be white as well. And Muhammad is asking, does Webflow eliminate the need for PHP and backend coding? Yep, you don't need to know any of that, my friend. Just read up on tutorials on Webflow and you're good to go. We don't need any of that. And especially with what I wanted to do this week, and we might actually get to a little bit, we might be testing it, is using a plugin called Anima. If you guys watch me on Instagram, I talk about it a lot. We're gonna see if I'll show you guys how simple it is to use and make something in XD and simply at a click of a button have it be live. So again, no need to code. So we might get to that piece today. All right, Instagram, I'm just gonna copy this. Actually, I'm just gonna say our distribution network. There we go. Monthly analytics and demographics. Oops. And then, let's see. Let's take a look, because I'm not entirely sure how to address these numbers. And Dennis, or these guys do. So let's see. I think this is a really simple way of showcasing that. I think that's what I might do instead instead of just showing all of the nitty gritty. What do you guys think in the chat? Let's see. All right, let's see. And that's the thing, like doing my website versus doing other people's, or even the other stuff that you guys have come to kind of like watch on here. This is a little bit harder. Because I actually have to think how I want to communicate all of this stuff to people. Ready to share your work. Well, let's just start getting numbers and stuff. We might actually bypass that. Let me take a look at my old. Let's go back to the actual homepage. View design work. We could have that too, where I bring this up just a little bit, or, whoops. But to see, the difference is I don't want to have design work anymore. So what we're gonna have to do is, let me grab, too thick of a button. I'm gonna just take this button here and just invert it, and I'm gonna make it black. These are the things that we gotta think about, guys. I'm gonna make more space too. Here, this needs more breathing room. And I wonder if I even want to, wonder if in the menu, we could have just view work and have that be sticky. We'll see. We'll think about it. All right, so I'm gonna just take out the fill, put the border on, make the border 2 pixels in thickness. I'm going to view. Before I actually do that, I'm gonna ungroup this. Select these 2, group it, and then also get the padding on so that when I change this inside, I don't have to resize anything. View portfolio. Okay. I'm gonna add some space between these 2. Maybe I can pull this out. This is the difficult part, where it's just like view portfolio. This also needs to be changed. What I might do is pull this out, pull this up. Nah. I'm gonna take this out. Take that out. Pull these. Maybe. I don't know. This is difficult, guys. What do you guys think? You can't see my screen. Oh my god. It's because I hit the 3. This is so difficult. Oh, thank you, Candia. Okay. I bet so many people came in and were like, he's not even doing nothing. So I appreciate that. All right. I'm gonna pull that circle out. And I gotta figure out really what to do with these, because I mean, this is good and all to have these pieces there. But I feel like it's a waste of space, kinda. Let's see. If I make this small, just a little bit. That's so awkward. Okay, hold on. I think this might work. I'm gonna just pull all of these out just a little bit. Okay. All right, that actually might work for that section. Slightly. Okay. Alright, Mohammed's asking, I've been working on design and development for the last few months. I'm in a dilemma choosing one as my profession. Which one do you suggest? I like both equally. If you like both equally, man, keep doing the projects that you continue to like. I mean, like I said, I only do things that I like. And I only try to get jobs that I like. That's how I pursue things. I don't pursue things because of money. I don't pursue things because of this, that, or the other. I try to find people in the jobs that I would like to be in, figure out how they got there, what skills that they learned, and all of that. So that's what's really important. It's not like where should I go to get the most money. It's just like, well, what do you actually like? That's my question to you. And if you're already where you've a place where you feel comfortable, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I would say keep doing what you're doing. Okay. Let's see. So we are working with let's see. We're working with UI gradient. Let's see if I can pull this real quick. Oh, that sucks. I'm just gonna screenshot this real quick. Boom. Pull it into XD. Hit in Photoshop. Pull that out. Pull that out. Actually, you know what? Smarter move. Get the circle marquee tool and just delete everything outside of this. There we go. Now I'm going to copy this, Control New. There we go. Awesome. There we go. Ta-da. All right. And I'm actually going to crop this into. Clear the ratio, pull this up, ta-da! All right, now I can save that once I just move this up just a bit. Save, good. So we have UI gradient, we have UX brainy, screenshot. Let me just do the same thing for all this stuff here. Boom, edit in Photoshop, get the marquee, get everything on the outside, inverse the selection, delete, clear out this white here, crop it, enter, save. There you go. Got two. We have Brandone, and I'm just gonna select these numbers here too, just so I don't forget. And I'm gonna bring them here, paste. Let's see what else. So we got that, we got this. UI gradient is take that. Oops. There we go. What else we got? We have, oh, yes, I remember now. UI bucket. Screenshot. Pull this on in, edit in Photoshop. And before I crop, get this marquee going. There we go. Inverse delete. Delete this white ring around it. And crop. There we go. Dun, dun. Just holding Alt. There we go. Save. And we should be good. All right. I feel like there's one. Oh, the last one is me. I was like, I think we're missing one. And I was like, oh, lol. All right. Last one. We're gonna same thing. Screenshot. Paste it in Photoshop. And the last one. All my photos look so busted, but I think that's just my brand. Just look crusty and everything. But I like it, to be honest. I don't know. This really just shows my personality. Delete, crop, and save. Crop one more time, bring this in, save. Now I'm just gonna close everything that I kind of opened here. I'm not gonna save that. Close that. Close that. And I'll leave that open. All right, so we save that here, come out. All right, cool. Select all this stuff, pull it down, bring this in. All right, now how do I want to do this? Do I want to do this vertically or horizontally? I think horizontally would save more space. And this is the difficult, the challenge where, you know, this is really a work in progress, where the other stuff, when we come on here and we're just showing you guys what exactly, how to actually build something, is totally different versus, you know, trying to actually solve a challenge, which of course is mine. How can I, when I think about this stuff, it's like, all right, well, people are looking on at my website. How exactly are people going to, perceive me when they open my website? Are they going to know what how can I communicate what I do? How do they know they need somebody like me? How do they know what I offer can actually be of some use to them? So I'm gonna get like halfway through this. I know we started at 5 today, and we're gonna go till 7, but when we start getting to 6:30ish, I'm gonna pop open Anima and kind of showcase how you guys can literally, at a click of a button, make what we have so far when we get to 6:30, how to actually translate this to code and actually have a working website at the end of this. So let's keep it going. Mohammed was asking, being a newbie in the world of design and development, how do I find remote job opportunities? This is a great question. LinkedIn. Let's talk about this real quick. So the question Mo is asking is, you know, being a newbie, you know, how exactly do you find remote job opportunities? It's super simple. Literally, we can do this right now. Let me go to here really quick. LinkedIn is really, it's a lifesaver. You know, I would go to the jobs tab or excuse me, let me switch here. So I'm on LinkedIn really quick. Go to the jobs tab, and you just type in UI design and the location that you would like to remotely work in. Right now it has Washington, United States, but really what you can continue to do is, the jobs that are here, and I'm just looking over to make sure you can see my screen. Okay, cool. Don't want to make that mistake again. Ooh, Twitch is open. That's awesome. So they must be expanding because of all the activity that's happening right now. But LinkedIn is a really good way to go to find not only jobs near you, but also remote work. Because if you just add plus remote, let's see, you'll come up with jobs that are also remote. Remote senior product designer, remote, US remote. So that's an easy way to pretty much find remote jobs. Really if you guys Google anything, if you just type in design remote jobs, super simple. Like, let's just do that right now. Let's just go to Google, or not Googling Google, UI design remote jobs. Tons of them, okay? I don't know what Modcraft is, but 100 plus more jobs. There's so many. You can just go down the list. Okay, I would like to work there. I wouldn't like to work there, and so on and so forth. Okay, plenty. All right, let's get back into what we were here for. All right, so I highly recommend you guys, just do that research. Put in your questions to Google because there's a surmountable amount of, things to learn there. Okay. All right, so let's get back to this. So we got 49 for and I kind of want to have, I wonder if I should just have this all centered, which would be interesting. Would either be, yeah, let's try this really quick because it might look funky, but then we'll fix it right after. All right, so let's do this real quick. Center this. Let's take a look at the actual numbers. UI bucket 160, 160K. All right, and then 102. All right, just gonna capitalize everything. And I hope that answers your question, Mo. All right, so we're just gonna bring everything a little bit closer now. All right. And this would have to be something different in terms of the text. So I'm just gonna lorem ipsum that for right now. And what I think I can do here is I'm gonna make these numbers a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna actually take the sizing. I'm gonna delete this stuff down here. Take the sizing of this. So what I can do is I can actually right click on this and add character style to asset panel. And what that does is it adds an asset panel thing here. It takes the exact same size and color of that font that I just selected. And I'm going in there to edit it so I can actually make it so that it changes to white. So now I'm selecting a font and clicking on this and it changes it for me. So I mean it's a little big. I'm gonna try to keep it that's hard to read. Let's see. I'm gonna delete this really quick and I'm going to add the style with this. So now I'm just gonna select all of this, click that. Now I'm just gonna center everything to its circle. There you go. All right, let's see. Mir's asking, along with what Mo says, the challenge is I didn't do any projects with my company, for example, so there's no resume for me. So how can I find these remote stuff without any real projects? So that's another good question, and a lot of people don't realize that you can do work that is outside of your job or somebody actually giving you projects. There's websites outside on, you know, on the internet. Again, Google. Let me switch to my screen real quick. You can go and do, let's see, fake briefs. Stuff like this, fake clients. Practice logo design using randomly generated client briefs. This is for clients, or excuse me, this is for logo designs, but we're gonna type in UI design. And the way I got my first job was not through another job. It was, I created a whole bunch of fake projects for my portfolio to showcase my skills, because people hire skills, at least entry-wise. And then as you refine your skills, the next level up in terms of what people hire is soft skills. So you get in the door by utilizing or showcasing how good your skills are, and then you develop soft skills and move into management, into executive, and all that good stuff. So going back to my screen real quick, here we go. Fake clients. Practice UI design using randomly generated client briefs. And through this, or you can come up with your own projects, create your own projects, put that in your portfolio to help you get the jobs that you want. And the jobs that you want, how this works, how you can help yourself get the type of job that you want is, like, for example, if I want to work for Nike, I will make my work focused on e-commerce. And if I want to work for their e-commerce team, and how I can help solve e-commerce problems, or how I can help better their e-commerce platform as is. So I would take their site, I would screenshot it, and try to redesign it in a way that I think is better. So that's my answer. That's my answer to that. Hope that helps. All right, let's see. Lost my train of thought. Okay. So we were here, and then we wanted to show this. I wonder if putting that there is off. What can we do here? Maybe we can center this. So I'm gonna click in, center. Put this in the center, put this in the center, same as this. And I'm just gonna move these to the center as well. Oops. I feel like we can do a little bit more. Larger, take up more space. Our 1 million plus. There we go. Okay, so we're kind of there, and let's see. Kind of need some space. I'm gonna push this back up. What is the spacing that we have between this and this? Just to keep 16.7. Push that up twice. I'm just gonna take out the 1 million plus distribution. That's all we need to really communicate. I'm gonna bring in some of these circles now. Copy, bring it down here. Let's see. New York is asking, have I ever experienced burnout? And plenty of times, plenty. And that's when you know, right, that those are the type of projects that you really, you know, that you don't like, and that you should really try to find projects that, hold on one second, let me actually mask this correctly and make sure that okay, cool. Let me see, I'm gonna turn this off. All right. Let me place this first. But typically when you burn out, that's usually an indicator that you're working on stuff that you're not at all inspired by, and you should get yourself out of those type of jobs ASAP, because if you're unhappy, your work is gonna suck. And you know, over time, it's just not gonna be a good look for you. Not anybody else, but for you. All right, let's see. Pull that down a little bit. I feel like I only really like this one. We'll figure this out as we go. But grab these, push this up just a little bit. And I feel this is definitely way too large of a section. So what I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna group all these circles. Group. I'm gonna duplicate this. Reason being is I'm gonna take this circle and this this black thing, and I'm gonna mask it so the circles stay within. I'm gonna get some more space with these. I'm also gonna group them so I can. Who moved that? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just a little bit more space there. And I also kind of want to do. I want to get some gold in here. Another thing I have to do is I'm gonna go in here and edit some stuff. All right, so monthly analytics. What I want to do is I want to bring in a IGTV, video assets. And we just broke 100 videos on Instagram, which is crazy. So if you guys have any questions regarding design, how to get into design, all that good stuff, like literally, I'll put a link in the description, but I actually have literal series on how to get into design, what to focus on in terms of learning UI UX, how to improve, how to talk to people you're interviewing with, all that good stuff. So I'll share that as well. All right, let's see. Where's the gold? Oh, here we go. So I want to try to do this. I'm gonna put a copy over here. I'm just gonna right click it. I'm gonna turn this guides. No. Nope. There's a way to turn this into. First off, let me try this real quick. Nope, that's not working. I'm gonna look at some color real quick. So that's in a folder. We don't want it in a folder. Take that out. Right click. That's why. Let's see. Not make a component path. Convert to path. Here we go. That's what I want. So I'm gonna take this. Select these both. Mask. That's what I want. All right. There we go. So I'm gonna go and click in here and drag this gold all the way out. I also did that, but I also need to like edit the mask that it's within. So hold on one second. Here we go. Pull that mask out. Hold on. Something funky happened. There we go. So I'm gonna pull this back in. There we go. Now I'm gonna duplicate this again, pull this out. I'm going to pull this back in. You guys will see in just a second. I'm gonna center this real quick. Pull it out, delete that, push it back in. All right, awesome. we got some gold happening. I'm gonna just center this text as well. Haseb, hopefully I got your name right. I am actually not a freelancer. I own a, what we're doing, what we're creating here, I own a content studio, content and distribution company. So I create content for designers, you guys, educational content. I also create content for brands, people like Adobe, Anima. So that's what I do. I have 3 employees. I have a video editor, I've got a writer, and a social media manager. So that's what I do. You know, and I think either way, when people say, are you a freelancer? In general, not just me, you know, freelancers should think about themselves as businesses. Reason being is it's easier to scale. Freelance, you are a sole person and you have to take up a lot of hats, which is very time consuming and tiresome. When you start hiring other people, which is a business, you start delegating, you're able to do impact a lot more with a lot less stress. So hopefully that answers your question. Let's see. We are almost at 8:30, excuse me. We are almost at 6:30, and we're gonna try to pop this into whatchamacallit. And some of these assets are busted, like you can kind of see. This is when I'm, you know, even though we're here talking and I'm setting this up, I always go back just so I can, at first I just do the layout. And then I go back and I'm like, okay, well this is, you know, this is how we're gonna build this out. Or first I'm like, this is how we're gonna build this out. And then later I go back and actually perfect the assets. Going back to, I think what somebody said, why don't I use, I think Mo, you were asking this, why don't I use SVGs? So I always use SVGs and all like very good assets when I finally figure out what exactly I want to design. So, all right, let's see. So we got create content for designers and brands, content creation, design resources, brands I've worked with, who is branding Groce. I wonder what this looks like with like an extension of the black. I know I can, this is what we're gonna do real quick. Let's delete all this mess that's over here. Or I'm just gonna move it because it might come in handy. That star might come in handy, guys. I'm gonna duplicate this. I am then, I don't want to turn all these things white. Again, that's all I'm gonna do. Let's just do this real quick. Not gonna worry about this right now. I am just going to extend this upwards, turn this white, see what it looks like. Boom. Get this. There we go. And then, what do we need? To be honest, I like the all black. This looks intrusive. I don't know. What do you guys think? Although the only thing I don't like is that this is cut off, but that's easily fixable with a, you know, something like this. Take these two. I'm gonna push this circle all the way down to the back. I'm gonna scale this up just a little bit. That's what I'm gonna do. Control-Shift-M, and then I'm gonna double-click in. I'm gonna go in here. Oddly, I'm gonna duplicate this. Control-C, Control-V. Perfect. I'm gonna put this underneath or pull the image up. I now have this white circle behind. I'm gonna edit this mask really quick, this top ellipse. I'm gonna add another point in here, or a couple points, because I still want my hand in here. I'm just gonna pull this mask out like that. Here we go. I'm gonna try to undo some of that. Just pull this out here. All right, we'll see what that looks like. Don't like that. Click back on this mask, and I'm gonna try to follow my hand guides here. Here, pull this down. There we go. Get in, get some real nitty gritty. I'm holding the Alt key just to hold one handle at a time. There we go. There we go. Double click to get both anchors. Here we go, boom. All right, that's close. Still looks a little funky. We still have, yeah, let's fix that. Pull this down. There you go. Close enough. So we got that hand there. I do want to change. Let's put some put gold back there, and I think I did see some of the chat a little bit. Yeah, Candia all black. Yeah, we have a lot of people, and let's see, we got a couple people asking a couple things on YouTube. Let's see. Background music is coming from my background. Yeah. Let's see. Yes, the black one is, I think, much better. This just looks strange. I'll just have to go back in and change the colors of these. So, which is not a problem. Let me see. Actually, I'm gonna go back to here. I'm gonna bring another gold thing in. I'm just gonna leave this as an asset. Actually, instead of an asset, I'm actually gonna do Command or Control K. So that it becomes a component and I don't have to keep going in that folder. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna copy, I'm gonna click into our mask here, and I'm actually gonna paste it in. And I'm gonna bring this down to the ellipse. And another thing I'm gonna have to do, because as you guys can see, the gold is reaching outside of this mask. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna do some mask surgery real quick. We're gonna take this circle, we're gonna copy paste. I'm gonna bring this down in the layers. If you guys pay attention over here, I'm gonna bring that circle 17 down right next to my gold. So I'm gonna select these two. I'm gonna hit again Control Shift M. There you go. Now we have the gold inside that circle. So I've got that. I think we can kind of scale. Can we scale that? Yeah, we can scale that a little bit. Pull that in. And now what I'm kind of wanting to do, this kind of looks a little bit odd now, especially in contrast with this. I'm gonna pull this up just a tad. And I'm gonna try to I didn't realize that this was all funky and pushed together. Oh, it wasn't on this side. Okay. So I'm gonna actually take this. Oops. Copy it. And again, I'm just trying to do a placement thing. I'm gonna group this. I'm gonna hit Control E. I'm gonna export it as a design. I'm gonna put it in that folder we made earlier today. Portfolio logos, select, export. And I'm going to bring that back into the document, and I'll show you guys why in just a second. again, really just focusing on placement here. Not trying to get perfect assets because my mind's not made up just yet. So I'm gonna go in here, go into edit in Adobe XD, and just make them all white, and just save that. Perfect. And now we have this, which is much better. And now we can just have featured in. But see guys, this is just a work in progress. Nothing's, I feel like I show up every day to stuff I design or even content projects, and it's always just like, I'm not entirely sure. You know what I mean? And Haseb, I mean, you can continue, you can become, basically how I started on Instagram is being an online museum, is curating people's amazing work. And it wasn't really anything about me, it was just about having a library of amazing work that I could refer back to. And I always gave credit. Please always give credit, because if you're not giving credit, you're really just, you're being a thief, and you're not doing anything. You're not doing anything of value. You're just taking people's work and trying to take credit for it. But you can do that today. It's, with me, Vlad at UI Gradient, he's just sharing amazing knowledge that other people are, creating on Instagram and just aggregating it into one spot so everybody can have massive value in one place and not have to do the searching on their own. So that's how you get started, man. Just start, creating something that you wish you had for other people. That's how it all started. I never tried to create a personal brand. It was always just, how can I learn to be better? Same thing with Vlad at UI Gradient. How can I create something that allows me to come back to over and over again and just learn something from it? And that's what UI Gradient and all these other platforms, myself, how they came to be. It was to help ourselves do a little bit better, and we ended up helping a lot of other people do better. So, all right, let's see. I'm going to duplicate this. All right, wow, it's 6:40. All right, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to do this one last thing. Make component. No, I want to. I think it's grouped again. Yeah, it's grouped. I ungrouped it. Click it again. Path. Convert to path. And bring this in. Control-Shift-M. Control-Shift-N. I bet that's not working because this is a component. I'm gonna uncomponent this. There we go. Double click in to the mask. Click into the gold, move it over here. And as you guys can see, there's this like extended square thing. That's also the mask that is holding the gold piece. So what I want to do here, oops. Is not just move the gold piece, but I want to be able to come in here and move the mask, because that's the important piece. And for some odd reason, it's not letting me grab it. There we go, 1, 2, wait. There we go. And I want to use the lighter side of the gold as well. Okay, all right, I'm getting too nitpicky. I told you guys that I would show you guys the Anima real quick. All right. So very quickly, and I'm gonna show you guys what works and what currently is still in the works. All right, so I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna open up my prototype or my plugins. I'm gonna go to Anima, And I'm just gonna go to preview in browser. I'm gonna select the project. I want to do, create a new project, live number 5, select workspace, personal, create. All right, so it should be creating a project right now, fully in code. Let's see. All right, where did it create? A preview in browser. All right, where it's uploading. And I'm trying to figure out which browser it's gonna open on. Okay, open. All right, now just really quick, Anima right now is working on its mask stuff. So what you have to do is you actually have to edit in Photoshop, save your asset, and bring it back into Anima. So what I want to actually show you guys really quick is a previous thing that I did in Anima that is on the same project, just to show you guys how this kind of works. So I'm going to go back to my personal, and this is kind of what Anima does. So this is a earlier design that you guys saw. It's basically my animation site. And if I reset this again, what I basically did with this is I was able to add intro animations as well as some interactions with this. This is fully coded. I did not code anything. And it already has some hover and some interactions built into this, which is really cool, which is I highly recommend you guys try Anima out. And I'll show you guys how this was done in the last 15 minutes, so there's no confusion. But I can add a video and stuff. I can, close it as well. So let me just show you guys, and you guys can let me know in the chat if you love me to keep designing or if you want to kind of see how I was able to get this Anima stuff to work. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna just copy another thing. I'm going to push this all the way up just so we have, I'm gonna delete this. And I'm going to preview that in the browser. Open. There we go. So we have pretty much everything. This is, actually, I'm going to show you guys. There is a slight glitch where if you've already designed everything, actually I'm not entirely sure what the glitch is, but so I'm not going to speak on that. But I'm just gonna copy and paste everything back on the artboard. And I think it's because when you don't use Anima in the beginning of your project, it doesn't really know like what is on the artboard. So I'm just gonna fix all this real quick. Go into our layers palette, rectangle. I wanna get that circle that's right behind me. What is this? That's ellipse. Where's the other ellipse? It's probably this one. Yep. And that's masked. That's fine. Copy and paste. Push that back to the, here we go. All right, so I'm gonna go back to my plugins one more time. Preview in browser. And I'll show you guys some really quick landing page stuff. So open, boom, it's gonna take a second. All right, great. So now everything is coded. I don't know what exactly, I can highlight stuff, it's written, perfect. So now what I'm gonna do really quickly, I'm gonna show you guys how simple this is. I can click on a component. I'm in my, my Anima plugin, and all I'm gonna do is, let's say for some reason I want to have these icons. Well, let's start with the button. I can go to hover effects, and when I hover over it, I can do anything from any of these sort of effects. I can move left, move up, move right, fade in. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just go to, actually I'm gonna do shadow. So let's do that. We're gonna save that. I also want a entrance animation. So let's take a look at that. Thanks, Fabian. I really appreciate it, my man. So what we're gonna do is we are going to also do entrance animation. I want my picture to come in and move in from the left. I'm gonna do the duration. I'm gonna do 0.4. Save that. And I want everything here. Here we're gonna do entrance animation. We're gonna move everything left, or excuse me, right rather. And we're gonna do 0.2, save. Where's the entrance animation? Move right. 0.1. This is gonna do same thing. Not hover. Dismiss. Entrance. Move right. And what we're gonna be doing is I want things to come in at different timings. So I did 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. I'm gonna do 0.4 and 0.5. Okay. Move right. 0.4. And then, let's see, 0.5. 0.5. I'm just gonna copy this because I'm gonna be doing the same thing. Entrance animation, move right, 0.5. 0.5. I'm actually do 0.7. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna do 0.6, and this will be 0.8. There you go. Awesome. So let's take a look. I'm gonna save real quick. Let us preview in browser. Open it up. It's loading really quick. You see, it was very quick. Let me just show you guys one more time. So everything animated in on hover, very nice. Uh-oh, that went away. What happened? There we go. And we have a nice button. And we can also add a link too if we wanted. We could say that when this is clicked, let's see, we want to do a link. We can add external link. We can do an anchor link. Tap overlay. We could do a couple of things. So let's see. What do we want to do? And I'm going to show you guys this because this is actually really awesome. So I'm going to do tap/overlay. I'm going to move all this. I'm going to duplicate. Actually, I'm going to make a whole nother screen. So I'm going to go here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, and this is totally not going to make sense anyway with what the button says, but I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to click this and I'm going to have a video pop up. So I'm going to hit a rectangle and just make it just like this. And I'm going to go over back to my Anima and I'm going to go to video GIF Lottie. And I'm just going to get one of my YouTube videos very quickly. I wonder if this will work if I grab like the just live like stream. Put this in here. I want it to autoplay. Let's see, loop, cover, fill shape. Let's save. All right. Let's see what happens here. And what I want to have happen, so when I click this, I'm gonna go to prototype. I'm gonna drag this over here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit transition. And let's see. To add overlay, use Adobe XD prototype, overlay, actions overlay. There we go. Boom. All right, so now you guys see this. When I click this green thing basically says, okay, this artboard is gonna overlay this artboard like this, okay? So let's actually take a look. Let's test this. So I'm gonna click our original thing. I'm gonna set this as home preview in browser. Open. All right, let's check this out. So we have our hover. However, where is our clickable? Let's see what happens if we do this. Sync with project. Okay, clicking in. Our hover seems to work, but what about, let me cancel this real quick. Let's try this. I'm gonna take off the hover effect. I'm gonna remove, and let's just try just the click. And Anima is still fairly new for Adobe XD. They're coming out with some amazing stuff in the next 2-3 weeks, and you know, really refining what they have already support-wise for the platform, which is amazing. So there we go. What about, and this is the live stream, which is absolutely crazy. And I'm going to close this because I actually did not do a close function. So we're going to close that. We're going to actually make this slightly smaller. Bring that to the center. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise this up just a little bit. I'm going to go to my plugins, close, go to my icon for design. I'm going to just get a close icon. There we go. This is totally fine. I'm going to cut that. Turn the borders off on this. Bring this here. I'm just going to put this right here. Simple enough. And I'm just going to make it white. Excellent. So I'm going to save. Let me see. Let's try this one more time. So now when I click this, go back to prototype, I want to go back here. So let's see what we got. Go back to my Anima plugin. Go back here. And I'm just gonna click on this really quick. So this is gonna be a link. This is going to be a transition. I go here. This is gonna be transition. And let's just try this out. Let's see what happens. I'm going to start here, preview in browser. I said, asking, please make video on advanced animations in XD. Yeah, man, I have, like, every week I come out with new animation or new videos. I cut these down every live. I cut them down into smaller bite-sized tutorials. So literally the last couple weeks have been tutorials. And if you would love more, just let me know, my man. Or specifically what kind of animations you want. Let's check this out. Okay. Animation or new video. Close. Okay. So that's what we got. I cut them down into smaller bite-sized tutorials. Close it. So boom. All right. One thing I'm still trying to figure out is, and you guys can check this out too while we're building. I'm actually going to put the link in the description. Let's see. I'm going to sync to project real quick. And let me see. I do not want to delete it. I'm going to share this. Let's see. Invite guests. Private link. Enable public link. Copy. Let's see what this opens up. Yeah, we'll just share with this, share this with you guys so you guys can see kind of what we have so far. Putting this both in the YouTube and Behance chat. Yeah, Fabian, like, Anima is definitely very strong, and with what I know they are going to be doing in the next couple weeks is going to be absolutely excellent. So I just put the link in the description, not in the description, but I put the link in both YouTube and Behance so you guys can open up what exactly we're using right now. And it's, I mean, this is a live website, guys. I know we don't have the domain. We haven't done any of that stuff, which can be done in Anima. But this is very cool. Like, you know, really simple stuff. I wonder why it stopped playing the live thing. And with what I... it's pretty cool. So I guess this goes back to answering your question, or whoever was asking about, do you need to know code? Man, not at all. Like, things are getting way crazier and way simple nowadays. So let's see, what else could we do? We could even animate how these circles come in, which is really cool. Let's see, we could add GIFs. Let's see, what is a cool GIF that we could add? Let's go to Giphy really quick. Let's go to stickers. Let us try. I'm really curious. I've yet to try this this feature in Anima, and I'm curious to know how this works. So I am going to go with, I'm just going to try this. I'm going to copy this link. I'm going to take the GIF link, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little circle. Go to my Anima piece. I'm going to copy this link here. I'm going to do autoplay, no controls. Cover fill shape, and I'm going to loop it. Save. I'm going to turn the fill off and the border off. Hey, much love for the subscription, my
Lucas
friend.
Tersa subscribed to the channel.
All right, let's see. So we have this. I'm going to save. And now, preview in browser. Let's open it up. This will be very interesting. We'll learn it. Ooh, that is so freaking cool. Yo, that is actually really cool. Definitely, like, just for that, guys, if you guys are on both YouTube or Behance, just hit that like button, because that's actually really cool. I didn't know how awesome of a how easy that was to use. Let's check. I'm gonna go back to our other. I'm gonna close our old Anima stuff real quick. I'm curious to see if we're here. I'm gonna sync to project now, and I'm going to share again. Reason being is I want to open this up and see if it updates automatically. Wow, that's really awesome. So it shows powered by Anima. It's our website. It's small shadow, whatever.anima.io. Wow. So I'm gonna put this in the chat, guys. This is really awesome. Very cool. Actually, the same link that I think I put before, on Behance, I can't put the same chat as before, but that's really cool. And I think that's really where we're gonna end our video for today, guys. You know, 7 o'clock. And those of you guys watching both on YouTube and Behance, I just want to thank you guys so much. You know, in the beginning of this stream, literally Behance shut off on us. You know, we were my earbuds died on us when I charged them all day today, barely even used them, and then we were having audio issues. So I appreciate you guys as I continue to add new stuff to the stream, whether it be explosions, whether it be like weird laughing peeps, or it just be me doing Naruto stuff. So I appreciate you guys, and with that said, let me know. You guys can always hit me up on Instagram. My account is @BrandonGroce. Super simple. If you guys are coming in from YouTube, my channel is, or excuse me, my Instagram is Brandon Groce. You guys can DM me. I try to get back as soon as possible. As you can see, I only have 6, so I make sure to get you know, through as many as possible so they don't build up. So with that said, guys, I appreciate your time. Hope you guys learned something. Anima's absolutely awesome in using things like Lottie animations, GIFs, and, you know, adding animations to stuff that you use directly that you create directly in Adobe XD is super simple. So with that said, I hope you guys have an amazing weekend and that you enjoyed the show. All right, see you guys.